I'm here today to do the Sims book tag. It was created by Hales Hearts NYC, and I wasn't tagged by anyone. I just saw it and was like, yes, that looks like a tag that I want to do. So I'm going to do it. I love The Sims. I started playing The Sims when it basically first came out. I was in grade 7, I want to say, and it would have been on Windows 98. Yep, that's what it would have been. Yes, that sounds correct to me. And I had an old crappy computer in my bedroom. And I remember I would turn the game on and I would have to go find something to do while it loaded because it took like 20 minutes to load. And I think it took 20 minutes to load on a lot of people's computers, not most people's computers, but a lot of people's, because computers were not that great back then and it was a really big game. Anyway, love The Sims. I'm not the biggest fan of Sims 4 though. I have it thinking it was going to be better than Sims 3, and it's not. A lot of the stuff that I liked about Sims 3 got taken away in Sims 4, which is a little disappointing, but Sims 4 is the one that I have installed on my current computer, so that's what I have to play. So pretty much all I do is make people and houses, and I don't really interact with their lives. I feel like it gets boring really fast, and in The Sims 3, the setup in their lives was really interesting, and there was a lot that you could do. Like it gave you tasks and stuff that you had to do, which made the game really interesting. But anyway, moving on to the tag. Let's do that, shall we? The first question or category is the original Sims, the best debut author. I'm pretty sure Pivot Point was Casey West's debut novel, which is funny because she has Pivot Point and Split Second, which are kind of paranormal-ish, and all of her other books are just straight realistic fiction, contemporary, cutesy romance novels. And they're really good. I've read 2 of her contemporaries, and they're great. But she needs to write more stuff like this. This is awesome. And yes, I'm going to go with Casey West. The Grim Reaper, the saddest character death. I think I'm going to cheat a little bit, and instead of saying the saddest character death, I'm going to go with the character death that affected me the most. Spoiler for Memoirs of an Imaginary Friend. I'm going to do the same thing that, I don't know her real name. The person who created this tag. For her spoiler book, she put the little sim icon thing. I don't know what it's called. The thing that goes above their heads when you're controlling that person. Anyway, I'll put that in the corner of the screen. And when it's gone, it's safe for you to unmute if you do not want to be spoiled for this book. Otherwise, mute now. Budo. His death affected me like you have no idea. I had, I don't know, 12 pages left, I think, while I was reading this when my dad called me. And I was like, can I call you back? I'm just finishing reading a book. And he was like, sure. And then I couldn't call him back for like an hour after I was done reading it because it just made me sob. Like, you have no idea. Like, it was so, like, I don't have words. Like, real? I don't know. Like, frig. In case there's anyone here who has not read the book and didn't care about being spoiled and wants to know why it affected me, because Buddha was an imaginary friend, and when he dies, he goes to the same place as non-imaginary people. And it just... I'm gonna cry just talking about it. I have to stop. Sims getting stuck. A character that got in the way. Okay, I can't think of an answer for this one, so I'm just gonna say the Canadian girls in How to Ruin Your Boyfriend's Reputation because they got in the way of me enjoying the story. Because the main character, first of all, didn't even say where the girls were from in Canada. They're just from Canada, and the way they say about sounds like they're saying a boot, which just, it bugged me so much. I'm gonna say there are people who say about differently, but they're still not saying a boot. I have never heard someone say a boot unless they were joking or making fun of themselves in fun, like Robin in How I Met Your Mother. That's not actually how Canadians talk, and there are many different Canadian accents from all over Canada, just like there are many different American accents from all over the US. And there are different British accents and Irish accents and Australian accents. There's different accents from every region of every country. Don't lump every Canadian into one little thing, and nobody says a boot. Simlish, a book with amazing writing. This is my baby. Expansion packs, a series where the books just kept getting better. Well, I would have said the Raven Cycle, but I'm gonna not because of the Raven King. I haven't read the third one yet, so I don't know how accurate this is, but I definitely liked Hollow City better than Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So I'll go with that. For me, I feel like most of the time the first book is always the best in a series, so. Sims Romance, the worst case of insta-love. Under the Never Sky and everything. Cheats, a book that was entirely unrealistic. Don't even get me started on this one. Needs Fulfillment, a character who made all the wrong decisions. I just spent like 10 minutes staring at my bookshelf. I don't think I have an answer for this one. Error Code 12, which first of all, that's never happened to me. I don't know what that is, but we'll go with it. A series that started off great, but went downhill from there. I still liked Insurgent. I know a lot of people really liked Divergent and didn't like Insurgent and didn't even read Allegiant, or they didn't like Insurgent that much and they hated Allegiant. I liked Allegiant. I thought the reasoning behind everything kind of ruined everything, though. It was a huge cop-out, in my opinion, and also nothing really happened in this book. It was a lot of not anything happening, and I don't understand how they managed to turn this into 2 movies. I still haven't seen the first movie of Allegiant, but yeah, I don't think the series went downhill. The third book, to me, did not end it off well, and it didn't wrap things up in a way that I would have hoped. I thought the reasoning for everything kind of was like a last minute. It felt like to me that when the author started the series, she didn't know the reasoning behind the factions, and when it came to writing the third book, she was like, crap, I need to think of a reason, and the stupid reason that is the reason is what she came up with. That's what it felt like to me, so I guess I'll just go with this one. The Sims Vortex, a book or series that completely engrossed you. Well, there's a bunch of those. These two here by Victoria Schwab. I know I read The Archived in 2 days, I think, and The Unbound I think I read in 3 days or something, but it was very much, I can't do anything except read these books. Fire and Flood and Salt and Stone by Victoria Scott. These were also very, I have no life until these books are done. Oh, that's it. I'm not going to tag anyone because I don't know who likes The Sims, but if you like The Sims, then I tag you, and do it.